Line 203 of the 911 transcript says the following. This transcript has been reviewed with the audio recording submitted and it is an accurate transcription. The signature line 205 is without a signature. Keep in mind that the transcript was released while the audio remained under seal. It is our belief that the prosecutor had no intention of releasing the audio. But now that both are released, we just wanted to compare the written transcript and the audio for accuracy. The black boxes with white lettering are our corrections. The words in red letters refer to the voices of law enforcement, in our opinion. After correcting the document, we became really confused and disappointed as to why there were so many mistakes. Keep in mind that the 911 call was not considered to be hearsay by the judge and will be used as evidence in court. Imagine a jury having to correct the transcript and having different opinions as to what is said in the audio. We don't think it's fair to present a jury with this awful 911 transcript. And people may say, well, it's just a 911 transcript. It's true, it's a 911 transcript, and will probably have very little to do with the case. But what it symbolizes for us is an overall loose regard for the true facts of the case. And we wonder if the true facts will ever come out. And we question if there will actually be a conviction. For example, we don't believe the prosecutor, or the defense, wants to present the ring cam audio as evidence. Each for their own respective reasons. Reasons obvious for some of us, who has actually heard the ring cam audio. Who was Dylan talking to when she said, "No, don't, she's gone"? What did she do? And which roommate was she referring to? Also, who was she talking to when she asked, "What are you guys doing?" Right after her neighbor took her place on the 911 call. There was a lot left out of the transcript for line 85. Let's see all that was said, and who said what. Only law enforcement has open access to a 911 call and can be heard on such a call via two-way radio. No one else could have said this over the radio during a 911 call. Listen at the end of this video when we play the 911 audio. We're sure most of you have probably already heard it. Or perhaps we are mistaken about what is said. If so, let us know in the comments. We believe the male voice said B and D, thank you. We do find it interesting when Bethany whispered to Dylan, "Poor Kaylee." Because there was no mention of Kaylee or Maddie during the 911 call whatsoever. The 911 call was only about Xana being unconscious and not waking up. How would they know about Kaylee? And if they did go into Maddie's room and discovered them deceased? Why wasn't that scene with all the blood described during the 911 call? After Bethany says poor Kaylee, and by the way, she didn't say poor Maddie. But after she whispers poor Kaylee, you can hear Dylan asking, "What room were?" Before she was interrupted by the officer, saying get out. So the whole 911 call is rather strange to us. Because, if they discovered, after waiting 8 hours, that all of their roommates were deceased, why not just say that during the 911 call? Why only describe Xana as being unconscious, and no mention of Ethan and the other roommates or any blood? And if Hunter is the one who entered the rooms to discover Kaylee, Maddie, Ethan, and Xana, to spear Bethany and Dylan from the trauma, why did they not report about all of the roommates and the bloody details to 911? While some people may believe it was Hunter, we believe it was law enforcement that repeated the phrase, "Get out," 4 times. Why? Because the tone is quite different from Hunter's, who was inside the room and sounded more distant as he called out to Xana and Ethan. The "get out" voice echoed off of the narrow hallway walls as the officer approached Xana's room. And that was right after we heard 46 and a car pull up from outside without any siren. We believe Bethany and Dylan were near the doorway, while Hunter was further inside the room along with the female next-door neighbor. They approached and could see up close, which is why we heard the phrases, "Oh my God," by both of them. The officer, who arrived without a siren, told them all to get out of the room. Oh, and by the way, what do you guys think about line 115 and the name Evan? Not even close. And who did the transcriber think Evan was? It seems that Bethany was helping Dylan during the 911 call, whispering information to her. When Dylan was told, "Say the police here right now," she simply repeated that to the dispatch verbatim. "Say the police here right now." And finally, we believe law enforcement were there when we heard the phrase, "Get out," 4 times. But we are certain they were there when Dylan asked if they had a defibrillator. But before they arrived, we didn't hear any sirens. And we all know sirens are loud. Sirens can be heard up to 1 mile away. And for an emergency of this type, with someone unconscious and not breathing, first responders would most definitely have initiated the sirens to reach their destination as fast as possible. We do hear one vehicle pull up outside just before you hear 46, and then the officer inside saying, "Get out." And that was 36 seconds after dispatch said she is getting help started that way. The average response time is 7 minutes. He would have had to be parked, literally down the street, by coincidence. That could be the explanation as to why we heard no sirens before the police arrived. We do hear a faint siren at the very end of the audio, but not before the first officers arrived. Unless you count a 2-second sound heard while Dylan was hyperventilating. It actually sounds like her breathing. And if dispatch actually sent first responders prior to the time she said she sent them, we would have heard sirens earlier in the audio. It's not a big deal, we were just curious. Mention in the comments if you heard any sirens prior to police arriving. As we mentioned, we do hear a siren at the very end of the audio, after the police had already arrived. And after Dylan had already asked them about a defibrillator.
(11:55 a.m. 42 seconds, November 13, 2022).
911 location of your emergency.
Hi, something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
Okay. And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Can you repeat the address to make sure that I have it right?
I'll talk to you guys. We live at the light, so we're next to them.
I need someone to repeat the address for verification.
The address, 1122 King Road.
And what's the phone number that you're calling from?
What? 3731.
And tell me exactly what's going on.
One of the roommates has passed out, and she was drunk last night, and she's not waking up.
Okay.
Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night. Yeah. Hi, this is.
And are you with the patient? Okay, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around.
Can I just tell you what happened pretty much?
What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, we gotta go check. But we have to. Did you passed out? She's passed out. What's wrong? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you. What's wrong? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20, you said?
Yes, 20 here.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Okay, sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
Bethany, then I need you to talk to them, okay? I can't talk to them, I need you to talk to them.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. I've already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Say that again? There's a police here right now.
Okay. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
We don't have one. I think yes. Do you have a defibrillator? Yes, we have one.
Are you talking to the officer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let you go since he's there with you and can help you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
11:59 a.m. 49 seconds, November 13, 2022.